With good news for today from Baptist Press, I'm Brandon Porter. James Thomas, the church planter at Epic Church in New Orleans and a student at the New Orleans Baptist Theological Seminary, was moved by the timing of a chapel message there on campus calling on believers to pray for the city, and it coincided with a violent incident occurring nearby. Unknown to all in the chapel on February 7th, a shooting was taking place near the campus that claimed the life of one victim. The chapel speaker that day was Thomas Strong, the seminary's vice president, who drew from Matthew 5:4 and challenged listeners to not only grieve over their own sin, but mourn over the sin that's impacting their city and community. Thomas saw it as an opportunity and a call to action. The result was an early morning prayer walk and vigil on Thursday, February 9th that he helped to organize near the campus. The prayer walk drew a local TV station and a crowd of about 200 people that knelt and prayed for the city. During the TV interview, Thomas was able to let viewers know that the solution for their city is Christ. Dean Inserra, a pastor in Tallahassee, Florida, wants his church to talk about an issue that permeates culture but Christians find intimidating to discuss. That's a biblical view of sexuality. Inserra pastors City Church in Tallahassee. Last year, he released his 5th book called Pure: Why the Bible's Plan for Sexuality Isn't Outdated, Irrelevant, or Oppressive. He says we live in a culture where sex is expected. He believes relationships with growing disciples of Jesus who are ready to walk with someone struggling in sexual sin is the right way to go. You can watch the full conversation on this week's episode of Baptist Press This Week.
Good News for Today is made possible through our friends at the Voice of the Martyrs, a nonprofit organization that serves persecuted Christians around the world. Founded in 1967 by Richard and Sabina Wurmbrand, VOM is dedicated to inspiring believers to deepen their commitment to Christ and to fulfill His Great Commission, no matter the cost. Find out more and sign up for their free monthly magazine at vom.org/good news.
SendRelief, the SBC's compassion ministry, is working to get to the front of the lines in Turkey and Syria. So far, workers have delivered thousands of bottles of water and blankets to those affected by last week's earthquakes that killed and injured tens of thousands. Jason Cox of SendRelief asked believers to pray for those needing shelter in the freezing weather conditions which endanger survivors and complicate recovery efforts. You can learn how you can help at SendRelief.org. You can find more news at our website, BaptistPress.com. While you're there, make sure to sign up for our morning and afternoon emails.